love Barbie Fashionistas. They're the Barbie line that got me back into collecting Barbies, and there's a new wave out. So this is the second wave of 2021, or the third wave if you're counting the one that came out right in December 2020, January 2021. They haven't hit the stores yet near me, but they are on Amazon. So I got the entire wave on Amazon for about $10 each. I am still waiting on Barbie Fashionista 184. He has been really hard to track down, but he's supposed to come next week. So he should make it into the end of this video, which is good. So without further ado, let's unbox. All Barbie Fashionistas are now coming in these reusable plastic containers. I haven't had much use for them, to be honest, but it is cool that you could find a use for them. They all zip open on the side. They have this little tie right here to keep them from opening. Everybody has a piece of art. On the back, you can see the current wave with the previous wave. And then on the bottom of the card, each one has like a little message. So let's unbox. Now let me clean up my mess. Unbox. First up, Fashionista 177. She has a relatively new face mold. It's from 2020 and it was first used on one of the Fashionistas from the second 2020 wave of Fashionistas. This is Fashionista 160 and you can see she has the same face mold as Fashionista 177. Originally, Fashionista 177, when I saw her promo pictures, I thought she looked very similar to 160, but if you look at them side by side, they're actually quite different, which makes me happy. I don't like to see the same kind of doll repeated in Fashionistas. I want to see a new doll. So she definitely is a new looking doll. Fashionista 177 reminds me of Liu Yifei, who played Mulan in the live action remake of Disney's Mulan. She has long, straight black hair. It is a center part. She is on an original body, and I love her dress. So floral prints are kind of my thing. They're one of my favorites. I even wear them in real life, and I love them on doll clothes. And so this doll is wearing a dual color, it's kind of split down the middle, floral printed dress. Half is pink, half is red. I love the puffy sleeves, and I love the stitching detail down the front. It's just a really nice touch. Her accessory is this butterfly hand bracelet ring. It is hard to put rings on Barbies because, well, really the only way you can do it is by poking a hole through their hand. So I guess they didn't want that for this doll, but it's a cute touch. She has these purple high heels. I don't know that I've seen these before, but they could have already come out, but they look new to me at least, that matched the flowers in her dress. First, when I saw her promo pictures, I wasn't super excited about her, but now that I see her in person, I think she's gorgeous. She does have a bit of pixelation on the face, and I'm not sure if I'm crazy or if her eyes are kind of printed a little low. I don't know. I don't know if I'm crazy or not. It might just be lingering paranoia from previous Fashionista waves. Like I said, I got all of these dolls on Amazon, and in the past, it could be a little risky getting Fashionistas from Amazon because you didn't know if you were gonna get a nicely printed face or like weird eyes. But I felt a lot of confidence in buying all these dolls online based on the past two waves of Fashionistas, because I did a lot of like searching for them in stores, and when I would look through stores, I didn't come across lots of dolls that had like misprinted eyes or misprinted lips or anything. So I felt confident buying these dolls all on Amazon without having seen them first. But her her forehead just looks a little large, but I might just be nitpicking, and I think she's a gorgeous doll. Next up is Fashionista 178, and she is a petite. She is only the second petite out of the last 3 Fashionista waves, including this one. And I don't really know why Mattel is like cutting back on the number of different doll body types, but she's only the second one. She has a Kira face mold, and she looks very different from any other Kira Fashionista that we've seen, so I love that. I always want the new Fashionistas to look like completely new dolls, and I don't really like it when you get one and you're like, I feel like I've seen that Fashionista before, and definitely do not feel like I've seen her before. I love her makeup. It's really sparkly and glittery, and her eyebrows are kind of tinted to match her hair, which is lavender purple pulled up in a high ponytail. It's pretty soft, and it doesn't feel too wiry like some colored hair does. It does need a bit of a trim. Doesn't seem to be any pixelation for hers. It's all pretty smooth. She has a pale coral type lip color, and I love her dress. It's very jewel, glittery, glam. I love the purple and then the see-through top. It feels very tulle-like, and the sleeves are puffy. It's a really exciting, glamorous look, and the pattern does go all the way around. I love that she's like purple head to toe, and plus, not only does she have a very glitz, glamour, pop star type of look on the top, but then I love the contrast of these chunky purple sneakers. I believe they're the same that we saw on the Claudette Petite BMR 1959 doll. So I just think it's really fun to take 2 kind of contrasting looks, very glamorous, ready to wear, athletic, and put them together. I think it makes her for a really exciting doll. Her accessories are these matte silver triangle earrings that they don't come out because, you know, she's a fashionista, but you could get it out if you wanted to. 178 was definitely one of my favorites from the promo pictures, and she does not disappoint in real life. Fashionista 179 reminds me totally of Rogue from X-Men. Look at her hair. It's dark brown parted in the center with these white sections right at the front, just like Rogue. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to name her Rogue or look up Rogue's like non-superhero name and name her that. I'll get back to you on that one. But she is a curvy. She has the curvy Carl face mold. I don't believe it's been used on any signature dolls yet, so I don't think that's her official face mold name. There's some unclarity out there about this, but that's kind of how collectors know her. She does have some pixelation in the eyes, but I love the yellow makeup in the corner of her eyes. Her lips are a little pixelated as well. I was hoping from the promo pictures that this skirt would be pleather, but it's just kind of a cotton. The print does go all the way around. It's checked black and white, and she has a flame crop top that's yellow with orange flames outlined in blue. It velcros in the back. Her accessory is these translucent grayish black sunglasses. Kind of look a little like a digital vibe where everything is cubes and pixelated. And then, ooh, look at these. Look at her sneakers. These chunky pale blue sneakers that are totally new. I have never seen these on any dolls before. You'll have to let me know if you've seen them before, but I think they're new just for this fashionista. I think overall she looks really, really cool. If there is though one doll who I got from Amazon who does have a noticeably messed up face, it is hers. It's not like horrible, so I can live with it. It just didn't feel like sending her back to Amazon, trying to get a better one. But her eyes are printed just like a millimeter too high, so it kind of looks like she's looking up into the air, but you know what? That's okay. I know I am picky when it comes to dolls' faces, so it might not bother other people. still, for her overall look and her super cool new sneakers, I think this is a great doll. Fashionista 180 is one of the standouts from this wave of fashionistas. I think everybody's talking about her, everybody wants her. She has not the Mbili face mold, but actually the Grace face mold. Now, these two face molds, in my mind, like, I consider them almost the same thing. They basically are, just the Mbili face mold has a bit more definition and it tends to be used on collector dolls, while the Grace face mold is more on playline dolls. To me, they're very, very similar, and honestly, the only way I can really tell them apart most of the time is by looking at the date on the back of the head. So this is a 2011 head mold, which is the Grace one. The one that's from 2001 is the Mbili one. But I basically consider them the same one. Like, the Mbili face mold is one of my favorites, and if I see a doll who has a Grace face mold like she does, I'm not like, oh, well, I don't like the Grace face mold. I just think Mbili. But there is technically a difference. She is on a tall body, and she's the first tall out of the last 3 fashionista waves. I really like her hairstyle. She has blonde hair and an afro and 2 space buns on the front and painted baby hairs. This Grace face mold has burgundy/wine colored lips, and there is unfortunately some pixelization. She's wearing a romper that is tie-dye and it velcros in the back. The sleeves are rolled up and stitched down. Her accessory is this yellow bracelet, which we have seen before. And she has these sneaker shoes with the laces tied around them as her shoes. And if you look at the bottom, these are skipper shoes. The skipper shoes do fit the curvies and talls for the most part, but it is a little like gapping on the back. Like I said, the Mbili face mold, or Grace in this case, is one of my favorites, so I definitely had her on my must-buy list, and I think she's gorgeous. Fashionista 181 is the Millie face mold of the group, and surprise, surprise, I'm actually not gonna hate on her too much this time. She does have, you know, the plain Millie face. It is somewhat pixelated and the same kind of blonde hair, but it's like medium length and has a side part. She is wearing these glasses that have like a plastic protector underneath, I guess not to leave any marks on the doll's face, so let me take that off real quick. There we go. Her accessory, obviously, are these pink glasses. Oh, she has lots of shedding. She is on an original size body, and by all accounts, just another Millie fashionista, but for this one, I love her dress and I love her shoes. So she's wearing a pink, very summery, tropical dress with these little flounces right here, and then the skirt is about mid-thigh. I love the pattern because it's like somewhat floral as well as tropical. There's like a dragon fruit, a banana, an orange, a passion fruit, pineapple, and then, ooh yeah, look at her shoes. Are those not so exciting? 1, they're an orange. 2, I don't think I've seen these shoes again either, and they're just a very detailed mold. Like, can you see how detailed this mold is? To me, Millie face mold fashionistas are basically fashion packs with a doll underneath, because unless there's something like ground shaking about the Millie doll, you know, we've seen her before, but I think this is a fashion pack that I want. So I am, for the first time, not going to be super mean to Millie. I'm glad you're part of this collection, ma'am. The last Barbie fashionista from this wave is Fashionista 182, and she is probably the standout for collectors. She has a new face mold, and I'm seeing so many pictures of her on Instagram. If you look at the date, it's a 2020 face mold, the one that I got. And collectors seem to really, really love her so far. Now, confession, I hope this does not get me banned from the Barbie loving community, but when I saw her promo pictures, I didn't love her. I actually thought she looked really plastic, like the face mold, and yes, I know Barbies are made out of plastic, but like she looked like plastic surgery plastic. Like when I saw her, I was thinking Fashionista 182 saw Barbie looks model number 1 and said, I want to look just like that. She ran down to her plastic surgeon and said, make me look like Barbie looks model number 1. And then she ended up kind of looking like the Joker. Don't hate me. I thought, well, when I see her in person, I'll probably feel differently, because sometimes the promo pictures just look bad. But I didn't feel differently when I got her box. I was looking at her thinking like, oh, okay, I don't know that I love her that much. But now, holding her in my hand, she's actually starting to work some magic on me. Like, maybe, like, how is that possible? I'm confounded right now that I like her more out of the box than I liked her in the box, and she's looking less and less jokery and more natural. I'm liking her now. Well, let's look at her a little more up close. So she does have wavy brown hair, very reminiscent of model number 1. I loved her dress regardless of her face because it's orange and floral. I love how it's fitted. I love the little sweetheart neckline right here and the puffy sleeves, the cute little flounce in the end. It is, again, very summery, especially coupled with her kind of cream beach chunky shoes that are strappy. And then her accessory is this gold hair wrap. So she does look very beach ready. Her face paint is very smooth, very matte, not pixelated at all. And then this doll is also on an original body. I just need to know, how did she change my mind out of the box? I don't know, but I think she's definitely one to run out and get. She's gorgeous. The first Ken Fashionista from this wave is Fashionista 183. He has the hip hoodie or Ken Fashionista number 5 face mold, and I think this is only the 3rd time I've seen it used. The other time, other than Ken Fashionista number 5 hip hoodie, is the Barbie Big City Big Dreams 3 friend pack. I don't think I've seen any other dolls who have this head mold, but they do look significantly different. You can tell it's the same head mold, but there's enough different about them. Fashionista 183 has black hair and brown eyes. He is on a broad Ken body. I just like how solid and weighty they feel in your hand, and so I always feel a little sad when I switch their bodies out. I'm pretty sure he's gonna match model number 4, but you'll have to check out my upcoming made to move skin tone comparison that I'll be making in a little while. His clothes all feel kind of thin and cottony. He's wearing like a camo type shirt that has purple, orange, and green as the colors with black and white, and then it does Velcro in the back, and he's wearing these like, they feel like kind of sweatpants or pajama pant type material in neon green. Don't really know where I'm gonna use these ones again. They don't have Velcro, so they just slip up. They feel a little tight, so they might fit nicely on an original size Ken. And then he does have these tennis shoes in silver. Ken Fashionistas don't get accessories. I guess it's just using up too much plastic, but he is a worthy addition to my Fashionista collection. As of yet, I do not have Fashionista 184, but he is on the way. On the whole, I really love this wave of Fashionistas. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.